Yes, hello everybody, this is Ray from Raysunited and I'm back. I'm excited to do this video, guys. It's been a while. Listen, I miss you guys. You know that. I miss you. But the thing is, when there isn't major news or there isn't anything tangible, I don't feel like, just coming to talk to you guys because, people's spirits are down. But hey, if you want me to come, just come on live casually. I can do that for you. I can have a therapy session where people who are interested in having some therapy because obviously they think or believe that the Core team isn't communicating with them as regularly as they want them to do. Listen, I can hold all of these, but that's all up to you. Do you know what I mean? However, this particular video, I thought through and I thought, I'm going to do this. It took me a few days, and I thought, man, I'm going to do this and let you guys know that I'm still here and I still think about pioneers like I always do. But I don't want to give you false hope, and that's why I decided that I'm going to make sure I get these tangible news, pieces of news before I do something. And of course, I put out a poll and the poll, gave out some results. And I also asked a few questions behind the scenes. And I think I may have come to a decision to, produce and record and release this video for you. So without further ado, you know what to do. Smash that like button, guys. Smash the subscriber button. Become a member. Of course, share the content. The content is very good. But now there's a competition going on. Let's get this video to 300 likes and one lucky person would win I think 2 pie on one of my live shows. So let's get it to 300 likes. If we can do that, that means anytime you're watching, you like it. If you're not watching, of course, that means you're not watching. But if you're watching, you're listening to me. Smash the like button. When I come back, he's on! Yes, I'm back. This is Ray from Raysunited. Guys, I hope you like the tune, obviously. Dun, 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 dun. I love that tune. Anyway, I'm back. So let's do this. So recently I put out a poll and I asked a question and I said, given the choice, who or what should decide on when Open Mainnet is launched from this point onwards? So you can also put it there in the comment section. When would you want or what would you want? Who would you want? So the choice was, who do you want? Please read the phase 3 mainnet section of the first white paper, which I'm going to say a bit about before we continue. So obviously the choices were the Core team, the Pi community, or the bull run. So if you want just the bull run to happen and then we decide, okay, during that time we're going to do it, let's see. So obviously, you look at the percentages. I'm going to put it on the screen pretty soon. And you're going to see that the Core team won it with 53%. But significantly, 30% of the community of you lot want us to decide the Open Mainnet launch date. Obviously, 17% said they want the bull run. So nearly 50% don't prefer the Core team to decide the mainnet launch day. You would think more than 66.67%, which is 2/3, at least that would say that, right, we want the Core team to decide. But the fact that it's less than that and it's just above 50% is significant. Therefore, the caption says that the Core team, the Pi community to decide the mainnet launch date. Well, I'm going to explain all of these to you because this is very important. I'm going to go through a little bit of the phase 3 mainnet, obviously, part of the first white paper. It's very important that you know that before I give you my take. I will be right back. Yes, so I'm back. This is Ray from Raysunited. So if you look at the first white paper, the first edition of the white paper that was released back in 2019, there was a roadmap, right? There was a roadmap, a deployment plan. So the first phase, which is phase 1, said the design, distribution, trust graph, bootstrap, obviously. So this is where the Pi server is operating as a faucet, emulating the behavior of the decentralized system as it will function once it's live. So obviously it does that the whole time. The second phase was the what we call the testnet phase. Obviously the first phase was the beta phase, and then we had the testnet phase, which they also stated that before we launch the mainnet, the node software will be deployed on the testnet. The testnet will use the same exact trust graph as the mainnet, but on a testing Pi coin. Pi core team will host several nodes on the testnet, but will encourage more pioneers to start their own nodes on the testnet, and so on and so forth. And then phase 3 was going to be mainnet. Now, at the time, we didn't know that it was going to be enclosed network and open network, and this is where we found ourselves, where a lot of people are not happy about the fact that the open network is lasting almost 2 years now. But I'm going to tell you this. So phase 3, if you're reading, this is it. So let me read the whole thing. So this is what the core team said in the 2019 thing. Remember I told you, read in that particular poll, I said read the white paper, the first edition. So I'm reading it for you. So if you couldn't or you didn't, this is it. When the community feels software is ready for production and it has been thoroughly tested on the testnet, the official mainnet of the Pi network will be launched, right? Okay. An important detail is that in the transition into mainnet, only accounts validated to belong to distinct real individuals will be honored. After this point, the faucet and Pi network emulator of phase 1 will be shut down and the system will continue on its own forever. So this is phase 3. Remember, phase 3 here, there was no mention of enclosed and open network. Future updates to the protocol will be contributed by the Pi developer community and Pi's core team, and will be proposed by the committee. The implementation and deployment will depend on nodes updating the mining software just like any other blockchains. No central authority will be controlling the currency, and it will be fully decentralized. Now this part, enclosed network, we've created that almost 2 years now. The core team obviously are saying that in this particular one, before they revised it back in 2021, when enclosed network was inculcated, we all expected obviously mainnet to launch and Pi will be on the exchanges and so on. But I think they didn't believe that utilities were enough, so that's why they extended it by creating a the thing. So they created that, which is the enclosed network, you know, putting a mainnet in 2 phases. Now, in conclusion here in this particular segment, they said balances of fake users and duplicate users will be discarded, which they've started doing in the enclosed network. This is the phase when Pi can be connected to exchanges and be exchanged for other currencies. Now, when I come back, I'm going to talk about that particular poll and what my, train of thought is. I will be right back. All right, so I'm back, guys. I love yours. Smash that like button, smash the subscriber button if you haven't yet done so. Become a member and let's watch the channel grow and grow and grow. Now, in this particular segment, I'm going to talk about why I put that caption, which says that, the mainnet or open mainnet could be decided by the Pi community. Now, when I say could be, should be, or would be, or whatever. But the language or the word I'm using here is could be. Not should be, not would be. So could be, meaning there's a chance. All right, so given the choice, remember I said given the choice. So if you're given a choice, what would you choose? Who or what should decide on when Open Mainnet is launched from this point onwards? Please read the phase 3 mainnet section of phase 3, which is mainnet section of the first white paper. All right, so now that we've read it, let's now bring this down to earth. You said you want 53%, sorry, 53% of you out of the 327 votes, which is a smaller sample, but it's still a sample, that you want the core team to do it. Now, that's not the 2/3 that I expected to say that. So that is a bit of an alarming note. 30%, which is, 30%, of the voters in the poll said they want the Pi community, and then 17%, which means 47% don't want the Pi core team to decide. To me, that's significant because now somebody will say, why is that the case? I would say, I'll tell you where I stand and who I want to decide this. So I'm looking at this from a very practical point of view. So clearly I've read the first white paper. Now, at the time, nobody had the time to reflect. We were all relatively new to Pi Network. So we go by what the core team said or say. Now, if you read it carefully, it said it will be completely decentralized when we enter phase 3. That's what they said. Remember that. I have criticized the core team to the best of my ability. People are doing their own on social media. But me, I will only say things as I see it. I'm not going to say because somebody else said it. As I see it, or if my source gives me anything. Right now, my source hasn't given me anything. This is from me. Now, let me tell you. So, it was said in phase 3, in the phase 3 section of the very first white paper that we were going to get onto Open Mainnet when they believe that the testnet phase is over. And the testnet phase came to an end back in December 2021. As at that time, I believe that we were going to go into mainnet. There was no such thing as enclosed network or open network. Mainnet is mainnet, right? But the moment they, told us that we were gonna have two-phased or two stages of mainnet, I thought, okay, this is interesting. I thought it was a good idea then. So the first phase of mainnet will be the enclosed network, where we make sure our ecosystem is stronger, utilities are built, people are able to do transactions in the testnet phase of that particular utility, or in the mainnet phase, or the mainnet phase of that particular utility. And so that's taking time. It's taken almost 2 years for that to happen. It's taken numerous hackathons for that to happen. Now, one would say we've got to a point where maybe the core team might have to start revising their notion as to when Open Mainnet should happen. Now, that somebody would say it's up to the core team. Another person would say, nope, that's up to the community, because I think we've done a bit for the Pi ecosystem so far, so we should let it operate on its own, which means we autonomously do things. Where do I stand in this? So me personally, okay, somebody would also say the bull run. Wait till the bull run, which is sometime in spring of next year, which is 2024. So should we wait till the bull run, which is spring of 2024? Or should we let the Pi community decide, which could be any moment? Or should we let the core team decide, which could be after Pi 2 Day 2024, which is after the 28th of June 2024. Which one do you want? Where I stand is the Pi community should decide. That's where I think. But I would say that the Pi community shouldn't decide based on just some sentimental thing. They should decide as to if they believe wholeheartedly that Pi Network will become one of the biggest cryptocurrencies, if indeed we agree for the core team to launch it at any moment. If not, then we should be pragmatic about it and start thinking of heading towards 2024, and then maybe during or after the bull run, we could say, all right, we think Pi Network would hold, or maybe even before the bull run, whenever. But somebody might say that, or somebody might say we should wait for the core team to decide after June 28th, 2024, which is during the summer, the height of the summer, or the early days of the summer. Everybody has an opinion to this. And looking at this vote, looking at the poll that I put out there, I would say everybody has got a point. If I were to vote, I would say the Pi community should decide it, not now, of course, but they should still decide it based on something practical, something that would make economic sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Somebody will say, yeah, but if you say that, that means that the core team should decide then. But the core team are just a few people, and we are millions, tens of millions. So again, you know, yes, it's their product, it's their initiative, but we built it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if we didn't build it, it will be nothing. So people who are out there saying that, yeah, they're the engineers, this and that. No, they're the engineers, but who are they anymore? They're the engineers, but we helped it collectively. Without us, there is no Pi network. Without the almost 50 million engaged pioneers, there is no Pi network. There is no biggest mobile mining crypto out there. There is none of that. So people, let's be pragmatic. Let's not be emotional, because remember, crypto is not an emotional beast. It's a very practical economic beast. Do you know what I'm saying? And if we can all act together, if we can all come together and act as one happy family, one big group of individuals from all walks of life, from every corner of the world, trust me, Pi network will be a break. I can tell you that. You remember when I used to do videos and say, Pi network is a break, Pi network is this, Pi network is that. Yes, Pi network could be that, but the community have to come together. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, this poll made me do this video. Do you understand what I'm saying? This poll made me do this video. So smash the like button, smash the subscriber button, become a member, share the content, and hit the like button. Get us to 300 likes, and one person would win 2 Pi. Or if I'm happy about it, more than 300 likes, 2 people might win 2 Pi. Their name is Ray. Their channel is Raysunited. And the word is peace. And I love you all. Take care of yourself and smash the like button on your way out.